Hey everybody, Mark Johnson here, founder and creative director of Able Abe Studios, back again with another hashtag SSSVEDA vlog every day in April. And I'm just keeping this Veda experience going. So the question of the day is, what is my favorite sport? And I think this one can be compared to the question that was asked yesterday about what the favorite movie is. And it's kind of hard to just choose one, right? So in a sense, for sports, for me, having been able to play football, basketball, and baseball, kind of growing up and in like high school, I like all those sports. I think they all have their own unique kind of excitement about it, and their own unique kind of the nuances that go along with the sport. I mean, for example, like I would think, to me personally, the most cerebral sport is baseball. I say that because it's not as fast-paced as maybe like football or even basketball. But at the same time, there's things that you kind of got to know you're going to do with the ball when you get it, if it comes to you. And as much as, maybe you do something different, it's going to change the play. It's going to change the whole, the whole look of the game if you do that, versus like basketball is kind of a little more fluid and things are just kind of happening and just kind of going and flowing. And football is kind of a combination of both being cerebral, because you got plays that you're setting up and, you're kind of watching what the defense is doing, or you're watching what the offense is doing, and vice versa. And so it's just kind of more about reacting, you're using your instinct, but at the same time, just kind of reacting to what the opposing side does. I also think that, if I was to go back, if I had the opportunity to go back to like say high school days and, change the sports that I played, because I played all three sports. I played basketball, football, and I played baseball. I think I would have picked up tennis, or at least some individual sport where it's just me and my opponent. So, whatever amount of time I put in practice, and whatever amount of time, if it was, watching tape of the person I was going to play, it would all come down to me. Because I think a lot of times in team sports, not everyone actually puts the same amount of effort out. That's kind of what I realized. Whether or not they're going half-assed, whether or not, they're thinking about what they're going to do after the game. They're not really, putting the much effort into practice. They don't really care, whatever. They're just doing it because, their parents played football or whatever, or, someone invited them to play on the team, and, so they got a spot. Whatever it may be, I think I would have played an individual sport to help develop my own personal skills, in the sense of, perseverance, learning how to create habits, learning how to stick to something, win it out. I think all of those things are important. And if I had a kid, that's what I would do. I would teach him, through an individual sport. I know team sports are great, nothing against team sports. But I think at the same time, I would like my younger self, and past younger self, to have had some of those situations when I was younger, so it would help instill that in me now. Not that I don't have it, but it's just something that I would prefer. And so so the question again, my favorite sport, again, I don't know if I'd said it, but I would say my favorite sport is basketball. I think because it's kind of one of those sports that's just kind of fluid. It's just always moving, always going. There's always something different. But overall, I like competition. I love to see people compete against other people, or teams compete against other people. It's just something about that. I think that's inbred. No, it's not the word. It's inside everyone that's kind of likes sports, that they like competition. It doesn't really matter what the competition is, but to kind of see people going head to head is always fun. So that would be my answer. It would be basketball in a roundabout way, kind of all this other information that I gave you today about sports. So if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, definitely subscribe. I got some more things coming, even outside of Veda, So definitely stay tuned for that, and you got to do that by subscribing. And let me know in the comment box below what you feel about sports, in the sense, if you had the opportunity to raise kids, maybe you have kids and they're interested in sports. How do you feel about the competition part of it? How do you feel about the skill building, the confident building, ability that sports can have, or even if you did play sports, what was your favorite sport and why? In the sense of again, this ability to help us better learn how to work in teams, and the importance of teamwork, and also the importance of self-resilience. So, like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. See you on the flip side. Let's go.